Prescott, who leads the way.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Play one, and Prescott to the air. And incomplete to open things up. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And now it's second down. And here are the key inactives for them in this one. And obviously, Charles, are going to be without some important names this week.
Well, hopefully those guys will be on the sidelines encouraging the guys who are going out there and helping them when they come off the sidelines during the game by giving them some tips on what they see.
There he goes, left side. A big play here from Dallas. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 17 carries, 85 yards.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. If you look at this Cowboy defense, this unit very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion is Phillips. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing Jones. Checking this down to Stevenson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jones. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it loud.
Cooks full extension. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Play action. Prescott. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now Jones to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got Parker. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure?
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 3rd and 9 here as they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, Jones. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this is incomplete. Oh, It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man,
they're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it and often in order to get maximum out of it. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume here. Prescott down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Off the play fake, Jones. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Jones. And that's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Bryce Baringer now. This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. Now, the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that...
Throw offside is complete on the diving effort. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Prescott off play action. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And a lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. In motion is Phillips. Jones throwing to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 66 7 yards on the punt return. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional in the battle of game plans.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. First down, and it's Pollard again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action now, Prescott. This is caught, it's Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And this one too low.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now Jones on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Patriots 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking downfield for Pollard.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown!
Tony Pollard. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Back now in Arlington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Jones throw here, taken in by Knox.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Jones.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, Prescott again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun.
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And Prescott, his third interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones.
That is caught.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Another throw there off the mark and out. All of the interceptions, things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing game's off. The defense is taking advantage.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Pollard going to try the right side. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now they're in the hurry up. Throwing here, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Here we go, get set.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cowboys, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date